Hey y'all, listen. Usually I'm on Clubhouse and just working. And I'm doing spirit readings and everything like that. But what other people don't realize too is that I'm actually a writer, and I'm out here in Los Angeles going about passing around this project, getting this project concerning my Blood with the Chronicles, one of my major projects. I'm getting that taken care of and getting that done while I'm out here. But I thought Listen, I thought I'd just come online and go about and just make sure I go about getting. Let's talk about the project too, but also read online. So I read on Clubhouse every once in a while, definitely. But at the end of the day, but at the end of the day, what I like to do, because I read on Clubhouse every once in a while, but I really read from the books. Mind you, I have older videos that I've up here. They've been up here 5, 6 years, and ain't nobody really paid attention to them. But I wanted to reintroduce everybody to Ben and Slick once again, and I'm having to do so too as well. So I'm gonna go and do that. So what I'm gonna do is just read from the chapters themselves. Just gonna read from the chapters. Now, hold on before I do that, and I'm going to pick. You know what? Maybe I should just read from the chapters in sequential order in case if folks want to hear it word by word. I think maybe I do that then. Oh shit. Well, mm, okay, I'll do that. I'll do that definitely then. Just read from the chapters in sequential order. Now, mind you, everybody, my face is not on here because I'm not important. What's important is the material, is the story you're about to hear. And mind you, the story you're about to hear happened between two real people that were my cousins. These are my great third great cousins. Exactly. So my face is not important. What's important is the story. Definitely. All right, here we go. Now, about Blood Brother Chronicles. Blood Brother Chronicles is going to be about two men, folks. Again, they're part of my family. It's part of our family folklore. These two men, folks, went around. It was if they went around the deep South, 1920s, 1922, no, 1919, 1920, 21, 22, 23, on up to 1926, on up to 1925 and 1926. They came up. They came up missing in 1926, going 1927, because that's when they finally made their way up to New York. And that's when the boys came up missing, and nobody never heard from them, heard of them ever again. So these are two real people I decided to go ahead on and make these books for. And that's where Blood Brother Chronicles came from. Blood Brother Chronicles also were my great Aunt Jet, Black Jet, Jet Black. One of my favorite great aunts. That's Mama Alice's sister, her half sister. When she stayed in Colorado County, Columbus, Texas, every single time Donald Nelson Jr. would take me down to the country, I'd stay at her house. And Aunt Jet, she liked her rum and her day's work, chewing sweet chewing tobacco. And every single time, like I finished working, finished doing what I got to do, she would go ahead and say, "Look, come here, little boy. Let me tell you a story." I said, "Okay." And and as I got older, the older I got, the more involved the stories became, the more wonderful the stories became. And so, in the first part of the book, I dedicated to Kenneth Corbin too. I'm gonna take his ass out, but I dedicated but all chapters of the book, all of them, no matter how many Blood Brother Chronicles come out, and dedicated to her because without her, I would have never known who the Blood Brother Chronicle, who Ben and Slick actually was. Now, Angel, now mind you, Angel passed out. Angel's been gone now for almost 20 years now. But when she was I think the last time she saw Benny Slick were the main boys in Blood with the Chronicles. She was 12 years old, 11 and a half going on 12. As it was said that her mama knew something was wrong because the boys had a $45,000 ransom on their head in 1920, 1990. Hold on. 1926, 1925, that is a huge ransom to have on your head. I'm going to say that again. $45,000. You know how much $45,000 in 1920, 1920s? That's a lot of goddamn money. That's a lot of money. Okay? So they really wanted them niggas bad. They wanted them bad. Real bad. Now, mind you, them boys, they went as far as blowing up several Ku Klux Klans, uh, um, chapters. Now mind you, they were hired guns, and just said they were killers for hire. They killed people for a living. Hitmen, basically, honey. A hitman. That's what they did. And I'm not ashamed to admit it. I didn't do it. They did it. And I'm not ashamed to call them my family either. Okay? Now, and Jet's mama said she knew something was wrong because, mind you, even though they had a big bounty on their head, they always found a way to get back to Jet and get back to mama. Because back then, black folks, the law would have did something to their relatives to get a hold of them. And back then in Colorado County, that's Klan's land out there in the 1920s. The Klan ran Colorado County. It ran it so bad. And the thing about it is, if they knew that them niggas were coming there, they would have terrorized the whole family, and then other family members would have been missing and everything. So the thing is this: them boys knew to come. They knew to come there when they could. It was a story that they bought Jet's mama. They bought her big old cast iron stove. And the stories that Jet used to tell me, she was very descriptive about the boys. She made them into legends. And it stuck with me. Practically everything my elders tell me, everything my elders tell me is pretty stick because I'm a nosy ass child. I've been nosy my whole life. So everything they tell me, but also too, I'm Southern. Anything your elders tell you, you're going to believe. And it's going to stick to you like really good food. It's going to stick to you. It's going to stick to your gut. And you're not going to forget it. You're not going to forget it. So, but she was very descriptive about being a slick. But these are Blood Brother Chronicles. So here are the books. Now, mind you, I've did audio versions of the books on here on this account. Ain't nobody paying attention to it. So I guess I'll do it again. I only did it a few times. I think 2 or 3 videos are up. I have it as story time for something something. I don't think they're very good though. I think there was audio problems. But anyway, I'm gonna do them again, and there we go. So here we go. Now this is chapter 1, Blood the Chronicles 1. How long I have on here? An hour. I think they'll let me know when the times get off. Excuse me, y'all. I think they'll let me know. All right, here we go. The thunder is rambunctious and powerful, clapping overhead as if God himself has found the devil, beating his eternal archenemy to a pulp. A well-deserved pummel indeed. The surrounding woods are silent except for thunder and loneliness. Night and rain has surrounded everything in wet, slick misery. A mysterious energy is all around, though, and that energy is mystery. In a small house, built and rebuilt, simple in its humble style, a man sits alone. In the one-room shack, neat and orderly, a bed, a night table, a breakfast nook, as well as a wood-burning stove. There sits one single man, smiling in solitude. As he sits alone, drinking down another shot of whiskey, the stranger looks to his right, catching his reflection in the makeshift mirror he has on that side. Brown skinned and handsome, his fine hair combed back, wet from a tub bath, the young thug seems to be mesmerized by his own reflection, though his mind is on other things, pressing past the memory of almost losing his life that day, the Creole manages a confident wink to himself, a validation that means so much. Sexy Negro, he smiles to himself, amused and glad for the peace. The young mulatto man pours another shot of relief for himself. Good old Jack Daniels. Listen, y'all have Jack Daniels whiskey. Well, listen, get Uncle Nearest. It's black owned. Thank you very much. Now, down in alcohol with a wince, he feels the whiskey burn its way down to the gut, already filled with hot food from a woman who just left. See, look at him. He already had an old hoe. Look at him. Listen, I'm not gonna be judgmental. Pleased with himself, hands falling between his legs, leaning down. This nigga getting ready to fill himself up. The hustler feels his own healthy, heavy sexual ambition through his boxers. Ooh, half limp. Let me stop. That's my distant cousin. Oh, stop. I'm sorry. Half limp, yet half limp, yet still throbbing. The Creole is still fixated on the sex he just had. Probably yacked her back, rising and buzzed with liquor and good love. The young man makes his way over to a heap of discarded clothes as rain pumps a nearby window. Scanning the day's worth of laundry, the handsome thug spies a small delight on the wooden floor. Grinning ear to ear, the half naked ruffian lifts a pair of silk undergarments to his nose, taking a long, luxurious whiff of heaven. Sweet pussy Sally, the hunk smiles. Ooh, he nasty. Not really. Instantly, he feels his heart on jump, as it do, needing more attention. Mm. See, them young boys do that. Listen, they'll go through one girl like toilet paper and get the next one, cause he's young. He has a good sex drive. No, that wasn't enough. Need more pussy. That's what he said, grinning to himself. Now the handsome hustler chuckles, looking over to his makeshift closet, a hanging rack of finery that should be in the grandest of wardrobes. Mhm. See, one thing that's always in common for guns for hire, every single one I've learned about, including my brethren right here, man, they always dress sharp. They always did sharp shoes, sharp suits, shirts. You listen, and listen, Aunt Jade always said they always looked beautiful. Always looked beautiful. Always. Now mind you, she only saw them 6 times, honey. Just 6 times. She said that she saw the first time when she was 10, the other 5 when she was 11, half going to 12, and never saw them again. Every time I say that, I always feel some kind of way. I feel like my whole family missed out on a whole lot. These were our people. Sure did. Betty's husband away on business. That's big. Think about the chocolate beauty in her particular gift. The Creole grins as he takes another whiff of the panties. Yeah, she'll do just fine, just nice. Laughing softly, the sexy thug hears his own words. Benjamin Baloo, you old crazy ass, gonna get shot up. Shot up something fucking awful. Especially if I lip dick husband find me and all that sweet pussy. See, that's what he see, Colton. Benjamin chuckles at his own thoughts, picturing the short man catching him in mid-stroke. Oops. Betty moaned into the high heavens. The thug instantly wonders what he would do. The thought makes Ben laugh so loud his chuckles echo all around. Benjamin laughs as he takes another whiff of the pink panties. Purposely left, of course, by a woman who sees the killer as the sheer fascination, even a death wish. Benjamin has become a very bad habit for Sally, one that may see her eventually in a divorce court or in some dead, dank backwater bayou. Damn, that woman's gonna get me killed. Shit. Not if the others get their blade in me first. Need another shot as his fine silk boxers tend forth. Benjamin drops the panties on the heap of clothes, looking over to his right. Ben sees a suit and a pair of fine shoes. On the right wall sits two stylish fedoras. Benjamin smiles. Perfect. Suddenly, an ominous knock booms through the shack unexpectedly, shaking the air drying stud to his core. What the hell? Yeah. Especially since nobody knows of his love shack but his lovers. Not moving a step, realizing the old floors creak. Benjamin's frozen, eyes darting all around. Who the fuck is that? He almost whispers. Actually, hold on. It'd be like this. Who the fuck is that? Shit. Suddenly louder than before, another knock beats the door in, this time more demanding. Damn neighbors, most must be one of the kinfolk, Benjamin whispers to himself. For a few minutes, the small shack is silent, rooted to his spot, shot glass in hand, not moving an inch. Benjamin plays possum real quick. Suddenly, another forceful knock is heard, this time a thunderous rupturing uproar that shakes the whole shack. As if knocking the old door from his hinges, another loud wood crushing bam is heard, sending Ben into a fight mode.
Benjamin, I know your red ass up in there, son.
Can be heard from behind the front door. The hell? His eyes darting all around, the Creole is shocked. Seeing through the barely lit room, the hustler spies his straight blade and a gun a few feet away. Yeah, so what the fuck of it now? Who the fuck is at the goddamn door at my door like that, knocking like the devil himself? The Creole gangster yells. No need to play dead, especially since he may be in a few minutes.
Open the damn door, man. Start the fuck out.
The male voice booms from behind the cheap wooden door.
Or I could just kick this god motherfucker in.
Oh, they get saucy. Benjamin quickly looks to his gun. It would only take a few moves. He would have his hands wrapped around judgment and glory real quick. Suddenly, fast and sound, tumbling over, head to feet, landing skillfully on the balls of his toes, the agile Creole grabs his gun. He aims at that closed door. I got something for that ass you keep knocking. Keep fucking with me now. You hear me, motherfucker? Feeling confident as his adrenaline pumps, Creole is ready to shoot off a round. Benjamin aims. He ready, but he doesn't hear a peep.
Say, nigga, is that any way to treat your brother?
Can't be heard from behind the door. Don't trust it. Don't you trust it? Benjamin's eyes, they open wide. He knows a lie. Yeah, I hear you. Except my brother's in goddamn Chicago. Nice try, motherfucker. He yells, ready to shoot. Mm-hmm. Sure and ready. As muscles tense to a rock hard steel, the Creole's hands close around that gun. Benjamin's fingers strain themselves around that trigger, warm to his clammy touch. He ready to blast away with old Betsy, doing what he does best.
It's slick, you dead ass nigga. Be right there, open the goddamn door. My dick freezing out here.
Benjamin hears the voice, recognizing a thick accent much like his own, about thick as cold molasses. As a white Cajun face comes to his mind, young Creole grins through his liquor-soaked head. Another in the same profession as he, his half-brother. Or maybe someone trying to disarm the contract killer for a quick paycheck. You never can be sure. The Creole's hands cautiously grip that gun. He doesn't budge. I wouldn't either. You know what the hell behind that goddamn door? Yeah, so say you, nigga. How the fuck I know it's you then? Good answer. Hearing a shuffle behind the rickety door, a voice speaks up, coughing slightly.
All right. Last year, killing Dugan brothers, they lynched and raped that little black girl we made up. You told me about your old lady. We compared notes and spent a weekend with me and Kelly.
The voice yells, coughing once again. You don't get that well cold. Benjamin instantly smiles. Back about a year ago, his half brother and he were drunk on good moonshine. The pockets were filled with $1,000 apiece. The brothers were looking for a sweet as trouble a man could slide into. Yeah, it would sound about right. He loosened the grip on his gun, real good. You thinking back? Oh yeah, Dorothy. She sure can guzzle some dick, can't she? He yells. A test. Benjamin hears nothing but rain, thunder clapping overhead.
Who the fuck is Dorothy?
Sit on the other side.
We's talking about damn Mary, nickel. We both done fucked her.
The voice yells.
She also told me you she told me you're a damn good pussy eater. I thought she trying to make me jealous. Come on now. Mama Claire gonna whip your ass. You know you left me on the rain like this here. You know I was a sickly one. I'm gonna run up to heaven and tell on you.
Benjamin laughs out loud. His gun falls to his side. Creole walks to the door, secretly relieved. Unlatching the old wooden excuse for privacy. Kicking it open with a big old grin, the thug's face melts in an agitated, deadpan expression, staring right down the barrel of a Luger pistol. Ben snickers, seeing past the cold black steel into bright blue eyes. Even in the dark night, with a gun pulled up in his face, the rowdy thug knows the steady glance of his kid, half brother, the best friend he's had in all of his creation. Mm. If Mama saw you now, she'd whip your ass, point a gun in my face. You still got that old ugly ass gun, I see. He smirks. The rain drenched Cajun stares, cocking his gun to his half brother. Mad as fucking not, motherfucker, he growls gently. Mama did it gone to glory. I'm here to make sure you meet her tonight. Slick smiles deviously. This right here, this right goddamn here is why Mama always had a switch handy for your white ass. Slick grins, lies. I was a favorite. You the only one slipping up little girls' dresses, managed as hell. Benjamin smiles past the gun barrel. Got your first taste of pussy, though. Slick grins as well. Another lie. That little girl was a woman, 18 to be exact. She'd been sniffing around this good old wolf a long while. Showed her what a white boy can do. I changed that girl's life. Benjamin looks over to his half brother. Wanted to knock the gun out of his hand and half ready for it. So who hired your no shooting ass? He says with a fixed smile. He knows humor is Slick's weakness. Especially, and listen, don't get hot on the collar. I know how it is about your gun. But that gun, ugly, old, granddaddy ass gun. You're a body layer. Get you some sexy, nigga. Bam! Fast and furious, quicker than lightning. Ben pulls out a small gold Saturday night special, aimed right at Slick's left eye. Creole chuckles, head cocked, ready to blow his kinfolk to kingdom come. Oh, suki now, motherfucker. I sees we both got the upper hand now. Ben sneers, one eye closed and ready. And Sophie, your first. Those skills she showed you, all me, little man. How was it like sipping on my old seed, little nigga? Slick laughs it off. The woman the boy speaks of was going to be his wife. Both had planned to elope. That was before Mama Clara came down with cancer. Short in stature, yet powerfully built, Slick's shoulder-length blonde hair is sopping wet, as is his well-made suit. Drenched to the bone, gun still inches from a face that he's known all of his life. The contract killer's aim would be true, though his heart would not be in it. Shut the fuck up, Negro. I should shoot your yellow ass for all the men's whose wives you've been fucked. The blue-eyed hustler laughs. Looking past his own steel means of retribution. Slick gently chuckles at the pretty gold thing aimed his way. Sally was here. That her gun? Not our Sally, fool. Before you get started, I'm talking about the bad Sally. Seeing the steel barrel wave from his forehead, Benjamin's hair is getting wet. His well-built chest nearly slicked the rain. He's starting to tremble. Like you ain't fucked another man's pussy before. Shit, He laughs. Look here, come on inside. I got some whiskey. Come make your troubles. No, I got my own motherfucker. Slick snarls. His focus is made true and strong and true. He was hired for a job to do. Benjamin's patience has been spent, and he's getting very irritated. Then kill me then, fucker. What the fuck you waiting for, honky? Blow the trigger, nigga. The hitman yells, ready to meet his end. You've been jealous of me your whole fucking creation. Slick scoffs as the gun grows heavy with anticipation. Jealous of what? You mean Jealous, really? I'm prettier, stacked better, dressed better, and my dick bigger. Try motherfucking again, asshole. As the two men stand off, there seems to be a stillness all around as rain pelts the dark night. As a wet breeze blows, thunder bellows further and further away like a bad dream that gives way to peace. Benjamin suddenly chuckles as a thought comes to his mind. Nigga Kelly ain't gonna kick your ass all up and down Columbia. Wait till I tell her you stuck a gun in my face. You dead meat, nigga. The killer smirks. Slick suddenly lets out a loud, wonderful belly chuckle that seems to be more angelic than cynical. His gun falls away to his hip. Benjamin's instantly relieved. I was gonna tell her too. The Creole laughs out loud, opening the old wet door wider. And you gonna stop calling me Negro too. It's color nowadays, you ignorant asshole. And that little comment about your manhood, ain't nobody trying to hear that here ever over here. Slick continues to chuckle loudly, shaking his long, half free from water and regret. Benjamin opens the door even wider, glad to see his baby brother. Negro, please. Honky ain't a damn southern delicacy. And another thing, don't you ever let the truth hurt your feelings. You just let it flow down your heart. You hear me? He smiles. The Creole laughs as he watches Slick stomp mud off his shoes. True that, true that. Anyways, you in more black pussy than me. I'll cut that white skin of yours. I'm a fine, and if I'm a fine, and you knows this is true. True blue as the sky, light as the moon, Slick sings. Benjamin laughs. All inside of you, all inside of you since you was knee high to a grasshopper is a black man. Why is you masquerading as a white man, Mr. Slick? These poor white folks become all so confused, huh? They see white, then you open your stupid ass mouth, the Creole chuckles. And all they hear is damn Negro. The blonde Cajun howls in laughter. Buckling over in a heartfelt release of angst. Cajun bad boy cannot take it anymore. It's a scam, baby boy. White folks be confused. He snickers. And them old damn devil eyes of yours, Benjamin laughs, welcoming the young man to have a seat. Slick walks in, glad for the warmth of a well-made hideout. Well, now, correction, baby boy. Ben grins. Correction, my yellow ass. You know how many women folk be talking to me about your eyes, man. Colored and white too. Slick nods, proud like a peacock. These here baby blues get all the sweet loving I can swim in. He snickers. Black or white. With both brothers finally inside, the half-dressed Creole pulls a seat up to a makeshift table, slamming down two shot glasses with more laughter to follow. The blood brothers know what is next. Steadily watching his half brother, especially the gun that Slick just placed on the shanty table between them. The Creole wonders silently. So you was hired to kill me, huh? He asks, pouring the first drink. Two in the head, two in the head, two in that head of your greasy, two in your head, you greasy-haired mongrel. Three to be safe. Slick snickers. Benjamin downs his first shot. Who hired you? As dark, cynical gray eyes peer across the table, a sparkling set of blue gaze right back, just as fierce and determined. Slick accepts a drink and glad for the whiskey. Who else? Old man Fitzgerald. Benjamin glares up at the young man, fire in his eyes all of a sudden. And you gonna fucking do it? He asks. Slick laughs. Maybe. Seeing Benjamin's reaction, the thug smiles melts from his lips. You a lying motherfucker, Benjamin laughs, down another shot. As sure as my birth mother was a saint, Slick laughs. Your mama was no goddamn saint, nigga. My daddy, hell our daddy, fucked her 3 ways with Sunday, then made up for Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. Benjamin laughs, down another shot. You talking about my mama? Slick sneers, almost laughing. Benjamin chuckles. So, after a few more drinks, the gun is finally pushed away. Though both men chuckle at each other, both occasionally eye the pistol. After more trash talk and verbal barbs meant to sting more than wound, Benjamin Slick tried to relax. About as relaxed as two rowdy contract killers can get in front of each other, especially when one is hired to kill the other, even though they are brothers. Benjamin pours another shot. How much that racist pig paid you? He asks. Smiling, his brother accepts the shot. 2,000, Slick grins. Pour another shot for himself. Creole does the math in his head. Shit, damn, he wanted my black ass dead real bad. Negro, come on now. You fucked the man's wife, her sister, and her cousin. Then you turn around and got that maid of theirs pregnant. Slick laughs, slamming down the shot glass for more. Benjamin perks up. I goddamn did not. Take that back, kinfolk. That right there, that's Liz. Hold on. Then let's fight then. Use a hoe. Ben Slick laughs. And so is you. The Creole chuckles. Those is damn fight words. Use a sloppy hoe. A preacher fucking behind the pews, sloppy kind of hoe. The blonde ruffian grins. You mad about that, ain't you? No, nigga, we blood brothers, best of the best, killers for damn life. We never ever spill our seed ever. Slick nods, raising a drink. Here, here. Shit, I take it back then. Well, who? Whose child is it then? Ben sits back down with a huff. How the fuck should I damn know? You know who else fucking in that pretty old black maid he got? Slick laughs, eyeing his gun. Swallowing another shot, eyes blaze. The Cajun needs to tell a little bit more of the story of the Fitzgerald saga, one of which will one day split up the man's family fortune amongst much of which will go to a black maid and her descendants. Oh man, Fitzgerald, he messed around with that girl. The Cajun spits out. Ben relaxes back as he eyes his brother's pistol head. Hmm. You mean the one I fucked? Hmm. I stretched that sweet pussy with this long haul. He snickers. Hmm. Anyway, you got my cut. Gingerly, glad for the spirits, drenched through and through, the young white man reaches into his inner jacket pocket. The handsome killer pulls out several thick, wet stacks of rubber band tied bills. The wet cash makes a wet sweat thud on the rickety table. Sitting back with a gut of good booze, the Cajun eyes the cash as well as the hands reaching for it. Ben looks from the wet money. You bought all that. He bought all that shit you told him. Hook, line, and sinker. Slick sneers, eyeing the stack of cash like a greedy big mouth trout he is. He laughs. Feeling the buzz of the liquor inside his head, the kid brother looks over at his older. I told him I done seen error of my fucking ways as a white man. Then I went to join the Cluxes. They took me to a few meetings though. They sure did. And boring as shit though. Pretty girls though. I fucked two of them. One let me fuck her in her ass. Slick smiles. Trying to count the wet money, Benjamin laughs, noticing a whimsical look in his brother's face. Shit, which one? Slick grins. Who? Benjamin deadpans his brother, making the Cajun shake his mane in laughter, flinging water droplets everywhere. Melanie, Kelly Noah. Ben stops counting the wet money, glaring up at his kid brother. So we fucking women's our ladies friend, our ladies know, right? Really? You looking to get all kinds of cussed out. And I'm not gonna be there to save your ass. Slick laughs it all off. Kelly don't like that gal. She a clucks. My gal probably gonna stomp a mud hole in her ass. Benjamin looks up from wet money. Not now. She just gonna stomp. She just gonna stuff a mud hole in your ass instead. As the men tend to their ill-gotten cash, both know a plan has just been funded. Retribution to be had. That fat fuck just paid for his whole family to be pit under the goddamn ground. The Creole grins. No women though. I think I got somebody plans for that. Slick warns. Benjamin laughs, trying to unravel wet bills from wet rubber bands. Hell no, player. We don't do shit like that. We don't get down like that. Looking up, the black man eyes his brother curiously. How is that sexy Kelly McDuff? My sister-in-law. Slick looks from his shot glass with a glint of anger. Listen, I'd have told you to keep my son's mama out your slick motherfucking mouth, man. You say one goddamn thing, and I'ma do what I was hired to fucking do now. Benjamin laughs, grimacing as the wet linen paper messes in his hands. Throwing the wet money back on the table. Ain't what she said when I saw her last time, you hear? He laughs. In fact, she wanted my slick mouth all over. Slick shakes his head. He needs another drink, especially if he's going to have to deal with Ben's wisecracks. A loud tapping on the table for his brother to pour, the Cajun cuts his eyes over to his older kin. Damn, nickel, you won't leave well enough alone. He snickers. So say you, white boy. Benjamin smiles. The Creole pours another shot for his brother as well as he. No, for real, how is she? My dear sister-in-law. Lounging back in the rickety chair, Ben hears old creaks of wood and time under his solid weight, ready to hear of his half-brother's latest trials with the love of his life, the legendary cold as ice Kelly. One of the loveliest women in Mount Callanville, South Carolina. It's rumored the cold-hearted seductress has had several lovers killed. Men who talk too much, spreading lies and rumors. The beauty has also been rumored to have killed off her late husband. Benjamin looks to his skin, dressed in a different skin, not understanding how the short, handsome man could land such a beauty, let alone convince the Ice Queen to have his baby boy, Little Slick. What you do to her? Benjamin smiles, feeling the effect of alcohol. What say you? Slick laughs. To land Kelly, Negro. What you do? It ain't your looks for show. Slick leans back in his wets as his wetsuit warms to his skin, actually starting to dry slowly. Thinking of his wife and how lucky he is, the sexy scoundrel runs his fingers through his blonde, tangled mane. Shit, he playfully hisses. I just let her take control. Simple as that. She a bossy bitch. I let her boss me around. Benjamin instantly laughs, pouring another shot. So you let the old ice cream make you her bitch, huh? Snake laughs, buzzed, enjoying the conversation for a change. Yup, and I was enjoying every moment of it. That woman can ride a dick like a coked up jockey, and it ain't nobody business, you hear me? Benjamin nods, understanding the hint. The woman that's the center of the conversation, so cold to men who seek her as a lover. She does have a heart just as womankind, a truly loving soul. Just last year, two young teenage black boys got themselves tangled in the web of Southern justice. But where in the corner? Both were in the corner store in Buford, doing what teenage boys do. One was said to have made a comment to a white about the same age. Well, 2 days later, both teenagers were in jail, beaten to a pulp. The next were about to be strung up the nearest tree. It was Kelly Ann whom convinced the sheriff to have second thoughts, finally letting the young men go. Some even say Kellyanne did sexual favors for the sheriff. Others say the Slick is cuckolded, and the lawman is Kelly's actual lover. All gossip created by envious men and women. Both men at the table know exactly why the sheriff let the kids go so suddenly. Money, and lots of it. I should have shot that racist fuck. Slick sneers. Nah, taking him to Vince's was good enough. Hog-tied and shit. I guarantee you that was the best treatment we could ever did. Benjamin laughs. His snickers quickly dying down. Girls no more. Slick laughs. Nah, because they fucked him. Benjamin laughs, finally letting it out. The punishment did fit the crime. They said it was white men, though, Slick says. Benjamin shifts in his seat, uncomfortable with the conversation. A mix. Trashy Negroes. Two of them chefs sent to hard labor for no other reason. The fact that they ain't black skinned, Benjamin says. Slick looks over, taking a drink. Good for him. Looking away from his partner in crime, the thug wonders about something else. The plan. Look here, Negro. Slick starts as Benjamin laughs. Yeah, hunky. The sarcastic killer smiles. How we gonna do this? You mean who gonna be first? Shit, he's his possum fucking. That damn snotty nosed fuck. Mick McLaren. That fuck almost got Kelly hurt. Slick admits as Benjamin's eyebrow raised. He didn't know this. Say what now? What the fuck do you mean Kelly hurt? The assassin sneers. Benjamin already knows half the story, but not the truth. Arms crossed and his back tense, the Creole looks squarely in his half brother's face. Spill it, white nigga. Spare nothing. Well, God know goddamn real. Besides that, now hear me out. Kelly Ann and Sally, those two fine ladies, plotting mighty proper on us good old boys. You heard my Sally, Ben says low, moving to a whisper. Hoes in the goddamn rubbers. She didn't even stop trying to. She just stopped trying not to have a baby. Slick as Peas' moonshine spike punch. About damn time. Lil Slick need another little knucklehead to knock around. He laughs. Or a little princess to damn protect. Ben interjects. Be quite frank with you, I want a little gal, a little baby girl. Slick looks over with a slight smile, realizing they had finished the conversation. Being a father has been a true blessing in his life. He knows his brother will make an excellent dad. Really? I always thought you'd want a little man like us. Teach him to trade. Give him his first gun. Ben scoffs out loud. Shit. Wait a minute, then. Wait a damn minute. My baby boy gonna be a Harvard man. All high sedated with all his learning. Slick looks over. They don't accept colors at Harvard, Negro. He cuts in. Benjamin laughs out loud, bringing out a 45 that's been forgotten about. They will when I start waving on Mr. Right now. Slick laughs out loud, a chuckle that brings joy to the old shack. You can't damn, you can't do that. They gonna put your ass in jail, cuz. The hustler pours another shot, sliding it over to his partner in many crimes. About that situation we was talking about. The Cajun smiles with a twinkle in his eyes. It's been taken care of. Trust me. What'd he do? Benjamin asks. Down the shot quickly, fire in the killer's eyes, now in his belly as well. The elder blood brother knows just what his kid brother speaks of. Sits back with a heavy sigh. He tried to set Kelly up with moonshine charges. That's federal time. But she don't even drink, though. Ben yells, lowering his voice. You know that. I knows that. And the church pastor knows that as well. He's the one who spoke up for her. Got the charges dropped. The Cajun smiles. Ben is not pleased, to say the least. She ain't even need all that. Her daddy. Listen, that goddamn thorn in my goddamn side, he's a damn good judge, but well, she can't slide by using daddy's gavel. Hell, R. Kelly got goddamn money, but she had more money than God. She could have paid off. The Creole breathes a sigh of relief, even in spite of what has just been said. A natural reaction for a woman loved by many, except for the men whom she takes on as lovers. So how do you do that? Make that fine-ass woman fall for your glass. Ben Monks. Back to that prior subject, the hustler watches. Fire returns back to Slick's light eyes. You ain't gonna let up, is you, Negro? He grins. Hell no. You don't tell me. I might go and hear from the horse's mouth, so to speak. Maybe I have her to do some things to me with her mouth too. The Creole laughs. Brazen for what he just said. Benjamin laughs out loud as the short-statured man sitting across from him pokes out his chest. Slinky is offended, to say the least, so much so he looks over to his pistol, thankful it's at a safe distance. You really trying to make me put a bullet in that greasy head of yours? He smiles. Secretly, Benjamin loves to egg on his beloved brother. It's their way of being close. The hustlers know how women feel about the powerful man sitting across from him. Built like a mighty bull with a temper to match, Benjamin has watched his Cajun baby brother pull some of the most coveted women to be had. Married, single, or in between. Dynamic and devastatingly sexy. Slinky is not the tallest man in the world, but there's something about his way. Whatever it is, women flock to him like bees to honey, each glad they did, bringing, bragging to their girlfriends about the man's intense prowess. Benjamin laughs. Spill it, Negro. Watching as Slick gets up, Ben laughs out loud as the young man gyrates his hips to thin air. Grinning as he downs another shot, Ben lets out a playful scoff. So you pit it on her like that, huh? Slick chuckles as he has a seat, grabbing the whiskey bottle. She likes the motion in my ocean. Or the fact you ain't got a lick of good sense in the damn screw that goes that damn scruples God gave a rabbit. Either which way, I dare feel pity for my poor sister-in-law. Benjamin Ben giggles. Slick's not happy with the insult, playful or not. You just trying to meet the devil tonight, ain't you? How about if I give you a one-way ticket to hell? Ben snickers down a shot. You gonna come with me? You know I don't go nowhere without my kid, brother. Feeling through his hair, the Cajun smiles at the sentiment. Shit, been there already. Goddamn sent back. Devil said Sarah tried to take shit. Say, little nigga. Ben starts right as Slick rolls his eyes. One of my women told me you got a baby dick. And this is from a good source. You know, you shot after 4 pokes in the punani. Is that true? Slick huffs as he quickly sits back down. Sailor sits back, nearly stumbling over in the poorly made chair. Nigga, please. This right there here, he laughs. Right here? Right here? Then starts in the melody. See that right there? The main reason why I don't take your black ass nowhere. You just ignorant, just cross-eyed hooker. Benjamin grins, thinking about business. What has to happen? Back to business. The Creole, the hustler grins. Suddenly, both men look to the door. They hear something outside, like shoes plopping in mud and puddled water. The noise is heard only once. Sitting still as death, the brothers listen without a sound. Nothing. Oblivious because of good liquor, Slick sits up in his chair, scouring his mind for details he's planned for nearly 6 months, many of which have been shared with Benjamin or anyone for that matter. So check it. 2 weeks from now, old boy's going to receive a telegram saying his baby mama's in the dire straits down in Mississippi. Damn, you got the mama involved? Ben interrupts. Man, he's an arrogant deadbeat. She's no much more happy to be the end of him, Slick interjects. Anyways, when he gets down, I'm gonna tell him. Then snatch him up. He gonna be gator food in about an hour. Nobody will know the difference. The Creole laughs. Sounds simple enough, he smiles. But we all knows plans that goddamn simple always come apart just as easy. No, it don't, Slick scowls. It's goddamn fell safe. Benjamin laughs. Man, fell safe my ass. How about we go down there and kill him now? Benjamin demands. Actually half serious. Right? Slick sits up in his seat, about to take another shot. Another sound outside. This time the brothers are sure about it. Both men are frozen in their place, listening to the slightest of sounds. Crickets, raindrops, new raindrops hitting the tin roof of the shack. Suddenly they hear another sound, a series of wet feet splashing in mud on the outside. Eyes blazed and red as Slick's whole body is tense, tense, spring ready to string in any moment. Benjamin is much more relaxed, and for good reason. The field has a gift, one that is special amongst the living. Peering to the south wall, Benjamin closes his eyes as something inside of him seems to come forth. Quickly, a heartbeat can be heard, yards away, then another, beating faster than the first. Opening his gray eyes, the Creole watches the smiling Slick. The Cajun understands all too well. What you hear, hoodoo man? He grins. Ben says nothing, looking to the north wall, feeling past cheap, rotted wood into living flesh, seeing lives, moments, words that were said just days ago. Man, it's not, baby boy. Days on our goddamn property. And we gonna do with vermin. We know what we gonna do with vermin that come too close. Slick looks off, blood already coursing through his temples like the ancient tribal beats of a drum. We kill him dead, big brother. He whispers. There, another sound could be heard. You hear that? Almost rising to his feet, quickly remembering that the wooden doors creak, Benjamin stands in place, eyes darting past a single kerosene lamp on towards the front area draped in darkness. Both men are silent, listening, hearing past the old wood of the shack. Like two cats hearing past human senses, the trained killer's eyes look toward the back of the house simultaneously. The shack that they're in, is being surrounded. Outside in the rain, one pair of feet carefully steps forward. Then three, mud and puddle water giving each footstep away. As rain pelts the dark night into submission, several men motion to each other, silently, each there for a job that they were paid very well to do. Inside the medicine shack. Oh, darling. Inside the old shack, attention rides in the air, quick and urgent. Leaning his weight to his knees, careful of the creaking floors as he bends low, Benjamin looks to his gun. Slick peers to his skin. Keep talking loud, the blue-eyed hustler whispers. Benjamin nods as he rises carefully on his knees, watching his brother creep carefully. So yeah, I bone that pussy like I ain't had pussy in all my goddamn life, the Creole says loudly, eyes and ears darting all around. Slick snickers. Listen, shut the fuck up, please, he whispers. Crawling forward, men make their way to a corner. Right as Ben stops in his tracks. The spiritual tracker points to the floor beneath both men are standing upon. All of a sudden, both men hear the slightest noises right under the house. This red shack got any height, Can anybody get under it? Slick barely whispers. Benjamin nods, looking to the floor. He sees holes in the well-worn wood. Anyone, wondering if anyone is looking back. The men wait, not moving a muscle. They're listening, hearing the slightest movement right beneath them. Slick has an idea. Quickly, mind thinking faster than a blinking eye, the Cajun silently leads the way across the small room. Nestled close, Benjamin looks around with a smile, feeling the security of old, hard steel under his bare feet. The men have crawled into what Benjamin calls his cast iron cubby, crouched in a dark corner, safe from bullets and bombs. The brother's bare feet and back rest upon 2 inches of solid iron that had been galvanized by concrete and lead. Benjamin had the small protective box built just for this reason. Usually big enough to fit only 2 men, resembling a small, short walk-in closet. The wrought iron mechanism is an essential for any gangster's peace of mind. Will one day be the grandfather of what will be known as panic rooms. Every outlaw worth his or her salt has a protective corner cubby, especially in the rural South, since most homes are only made of wood and plaster, none of which can stop determined bullets. Slick looks over the darkness, seeing a smile on his half brother's face. You sly fucker, he grins. But what's in the back, though? Ben leans against cold metal. The woods, about as thick as day old gumbo. Snakes and shit, he whispers. Quickly, fast as lightning, Slick cocks his gun. All around him, the supernatural gangster can feel the speeding of heartbeats, quickened impulses of mind and thought, each racing faster than the next. That can only mean one thing. Suddenly, a thunderous boom fills the old shack, loud as thunder. The trained killer had shot through the wooden floors. His ears ringing, the blue-eyed hustler grins. Ready, fucker? You, you could have warned me first, you fucking asshole. The Creole grins, his ears ringing. Directly below the brothers, the boys hear moaning, then a strange silence. Suddenly, like rats leaving a sinking ship, there's cursing and fumbling movements from under the house. Both brothers' feet leaps. Both brothers hear feet scampering through wood, through water and mud out north of the old shack. Get your nigger ass out here, a man suddenly says out front. Silently, the brothers look to each other like 2 mischievous boys. He talking to you? Benjamin laughs. Slick grins, looking through one of the holes. Might be. Maybe his wife think I'm Creole. Shit. I fucked her good, though. This big old dick and fool plenty. Benjamin almost barely laughs. It all makes sense. So this here cocksucker, which by the way, is gonna leave my love nest full of goddamn hoes. You, Slick laughs, look, cut his brother off. Fuck you, man. I know how to work spackle and goddamn drywall. I'll patch this shit up. So this here asshole out of here, Benjamin says, pointing. He followed your silly ass all because of a woman? Sid looks over with a slight chuckle. Nope, not just any run-of-the-mill woman, not just any run-of-the-mill pussy, not Monday pussy, not Tuesday pussy, not even Thursday pussy. This was Sunday school church-going gal. Ben nods with absolute understanding. Well, in that case, she got two sisters. She got two sisters too, the Cajun adds. With that, Ben's eyes grow wide. Say what now? They digging, sis. I heard one can suck a marble through a goddamn straw. Slick grins. Huddling close like they used to on the cold, hard streets of South Carolina's kids. The men are armed with a no fear attitude. Slick feels the heat from his discharged gun, smelling gunpowder and change. Ready for more as his heart beats in his ears. Benjamin listens intently as more running feet splash through wet mud on the outside. Sounds like 2 other men. Anybody followed you here? He snickers to his other brother. Hell no. I ain't stupid like you now. Slick answers, listening intently. Suddenly bracing themselves as they back away from the cold, bulletproof cubby surface, the men hear several guns cock. Yeah, asshole. You lead you led a you led a damn breadcrumb truck and trail to my shack. Benjamin whispers, his eyes squinted shut. Before the brothers can take in another breath, fast and powerful, the room is suddenly blaze in explosive ringing sounds. Bullets whiz all throughout the small hovel as Benjamin Slick cower against steel. Peering through their hands, shielding their eyes, the men watch as the whiskey shot glasses they just used are obliterated, blown into thousands of tiny shards. To his right, the Creole can see his fine suit, just cleaned. The garment comes to life, writhing on Ben's bed as live bullets shoot through the fabric. Headboards, tables, chairs, everything is decimated with quick order, as if melting violently. Chunks blown off till no more. Shoes dance with no feet. Silk buckles seem to rise up and down, cowering with their hands over their ears. The brothers feel dozens upon dozens of bullets hit their cast iron cubby through the wood from the outside of the house. Each bullet seems to ring through Slick and Benjamin's bones, instantly ricocheting through the air like deadly metallic wasps. Suddenly, as quick as profound as it started, the shooting stops. The silence is deafening. Niggers and nigger lovers, a man yells outside. If you ain't fucking Swiss cheese, step the fuck out your house now. The viewer looks to his partner, grinning. Is he fucking serious? Slick smirks as he quickly reloads his gun, like herpes from a street hoe. Quick, the blonde ruffian rises fast over the edges of the cubby, shooting through a large hole made by several exploding bullets. With fierce determination, Slick moves faster than angry wind, seeming to shoot in several directions all at once. Instantly, moans can be heard. Two down out of four, one already under the house. Shit get real for you yet? Slick yells as he bends into the safety of the iron cubby. He hears nothing but rain. Gingerly, the hustler rises, looking through bullet holes, seeing into the darkness. All Slick sees is car lights and a single man hiding behind a car door. The hustler leans close against a wall filled with holes. He sees the outline of a gun. The hired gun is determined to kill the brothers, and he is the only one left. Moving fast, looking behind him, Benjamin has kept up the body count as well. The Creole suddenly remembers that there's a rarely used door that leads to the outhouse. Save him for me. The Creole smiles deviously, moving faster than the wind. Slick nods, ready to shoot if he has to. You keep that fucker talking, the Creole whispers, making it to the door. Looking back, nearly to his belly, dressed only in boxers and sheer bloodlust, the young contract killer makes his way across the bullet-riddled floor. Finally out the back door, before exiting, the bloodthirsty Creole looks back to his half-brother. A single wink, a signature. Happy time to be had. Outside, the air is moist, heavy with the scent of earth and rain. Benjamin moves slow and impatient, making his way down the back steps. Quickly, the killer's feet lands in cold mud that squishes between his toes. In the shack, the Creole can hear Slick curse, and taunting the lone shooter. On hands and knees, as if a warm-blooded serpent, Benjamin smiles to himself, feeling a certain dark power he has never understood in him. Almost chuckling inside, hearing his half-brother insult the man, Benjamin can see Slick crouch even lower in the cubby, his eyes and gun aimed, ready to shoot. On his way low to the wet earth, as mud clings to his arms, feet, and light legs, the Creole is hungry for blood. Slowly, knees sinking into the muck, The killer travels forward as he hears Slick's insults, a voice getting further and further away. Slowly onwards, yards from the shack, Benjamin can finally see the lone gunman. The hired gun is crouched like a tiger, listening to Slick. His body is lit up by car lights. Closer and closer, Benjamin lowers himself nearly to his belly. Draining his breathing, an old trick taught to him, the skilled killer barely moves, slowly crawling inch after inch, feeling cool mud ooze into his boxes. The Creole smiles sweetly at it all. Ben feels alive in the moment like never before, as where the earth provides the perfect camouflage for his chest, face, arms, and hands. If a gunman would look back, he wouldn't see anything. The talented killer is completely hidden, melting into the dark night as if a ghost. Slinking forward like a patient serpent, Benjamin is so close to the hitman he can almost hear the man's heartbeat. Only a few feet away, the killer can't even smell the gunman's cheap aftershave. Slower and slower, closer and closer, the killer reaches down, blade in hand. Benjamin Benjamin glides inch by inch till at the gunman's back. So very close, the hood's body heat is now right up against Benjamin's bare skin, feeling like a soft glow that attracts something deep and dark in the killer's imagination. Benjamin smiles at it all with wonder and a deadly delight. On his knees, right behind that hired gun, Benjamin is as silent and motionless. Closing his eyes, the killer feels a thrill in his soul that borders on pure bliss. Nothing can compare to a kill about to happen. The blood to be spilled, the sweet agony of the last breath. It all makes the supernatural Creole feel thankful, ushering upon a notion of salutations to some dark ancient god. Opening his eyes, feeling his spirit burn hot and dark, the Creole strikes faster than a viper. Fast and powerful, Benjamin grabs a hold of the henchman so quickly the man barely struggles as his rifle falls to the mud. Powerfully gripping the writhing man by his head in a sleeper hold, Benjamin grins as his well-toned biceps become hard as steel, squeezing tighter, squeezing tighter, squeezing tighter and tighter. The man struggles harder. Even still, the hood struggles more. Tighter, blood pumping through the raging Creole like lava, the hired gun starts to weaken. Hello, my little piggy, Benjamin growls, squeezing the man tighter and tighter. I'm the fucking nigger you was speaking of. The urgent moment is sweet for Benjamin. Feeling the young man struggle for his life, though no match, squirming helplessly, the henchman's body heat can be felt through his cheap suit, radiating an energy that only makes Ben want to devour him faster. As Benjamin revels in the sweet goodness of it all, he tightens his grip even more around the man's neck, like a python with a new kill. The Creole whiffs at the man's skin, smelling a delicious fear that makes him hungrier. Feeling his prey need to scream out to the heavens for help, the killer presses his nose to the henchman's neck, then takes in a subtle but pungently sweet essence that makes him even more intoxicated with bloodlust. Gripping even tighter still, feeling the man fight harder, Benjamin smiles, feeling a certain ecstasy that only a killer can understand. In his veins pumps a heart that is full of zeal and lust, wanting the sweetness of death's succulent fruit. Squeezing even harder, the murderous killer finally raises his shiny, gleaming blade, as fear makes his victim's bodies almost fluid, struggling more and more, but yet seeming to give in. Suddenly, as a last effort to get free, the shooter's arms reach back. It's no use. Each is pinned down instantly. As the young man tries to scream through a choked throat, the Creole prolongs his victim's terror, enjoying the slight gurgles struggling from the man's throat. Benjamin is much too strong for the man's futile attempts. A lean linebacker build is no match for spaghetti eating pudgy dough. His mouth finally free, the young man snarls. Get your mongrel hands off me, you nigger, he strains to say, strongly against Benjamin's powerful body. Feeling sheer explosive bliss, Benjamin's anger and rage has no place in this moment. The Creole squeezes harder as his eyes redden to a Hades state gaze of supernatural allure. As if glowing with blissful energy, the Creole's new sight takes in everything as pure energy and color. Bending closer with glowing, leering, glazed stares and squints, the killer takes a certain erotic lust in the man's hateful last words. His face close to the hood's hate-filled lips, Benjamin snarls like the two-legged wolf he is. I'ma take your soul now, motherfucker, he whispers. And when I get to hell, we will settle this once and for all. Quick and fast and silent, the long gunman starts to gurgle as a flash of metal flies through the night air. The Creole's blade has found its mark, slicing through flesh like a hot knife through butter. Benjamin instantly loses his vice grip. The man falls free. Ben watches with a crazed, crouched zeal as the man stumbles back, tasting some of the man's blood on his blood-laden lips. The Creole licks greedily, sucking at the warm treat for his efforts. Watching in delight as the man finally falls, bleeding unfastened with a scream, Benjamin's lips snarl into a menacing agape, ready to feed and be free from it all. Suddenly, the hood stares off into hell, dropping to his knees, falling to his outreach hands, and with his last gaze, the henchman looks upon to whom takes his life. Blinking back the cold grip of eternal darkness, the man looks up, and the last thing he sees on earth is Benjamin's red, glowing eyes standing over him. In the dark of night, the tall hunk is caked in mud and head to feet. Taking in the night like the killer he is, Benjamin's eyes gleam brightly as as a blood-drenched smile sends the man to his death, a sheer vision of hell's delights awaiting his soul. And finally, a thick red thud splashes is heard as the man drops face forward into the mud, gone forever. Rising from a quickly evaporating bloodlust haze, Benjamin's supernatural gaze darts all around, still tasting his victim's life essence on his tongue. The Creole feels a strange peace and serenity as he lets out a heavy sigh. The eldest blood brother feels as if he is some sort of dark angel, pleased in all of his twisted omnipotence. Seen in the headlights, the killer looks down to his right hand, dripping with red life. The Creole grins at the treat to be had, and as a sweet dark breeze blows through the night air, Benjamin raises that bloody hand to his lips, careful for the mud, sliding his thick tongue between the small streams of metallic warm joy. Instantly, the Creole's mouth fills with sensual life, metallic and coveted. Benjamin grins with a dark joy, licking the rest of his fingers clean. A strange ritual the killer has come to enjoy, a prize for a job well done. Gently like a lover he has never known, the grievery that rests against Benjamin's chest begins to throb like an intoxicating and glorious energy through his spiritual core. radiating a soft bliss through the hustler's body. On back to the shack, the hustler feels a type of serenity as his bare feet sink into cold mud. Finally arriving at the rickety front porch, Ben turns, he feels a new rainfall. He looks back at the dead bodies. It's so fucking good to be a killer. He smiles with her red smeared lips. Back in the old shack, his fit body smeared in wet earth. Creel is glad to see his brother. You feed the blade? Slick asks, still sitting in the cubby shack in the iron cubby. Benjamin smiles, taking off his muddy boxers. Right across the throat. Slick rises, dusting off his trousers, watching as his partner in crime washes off the pail of water in the old washcloth. As muddy water makes his way near dirty clothes on the shack floor, the Creole grins. He continues to consider what they had just discussed. Slick beams a big smile as Benjamin drives off, eyeing his big brother's legendary straight edge blade. You want to get her wet again? My blade. Yeah? Why the fuck not? The damn killer grins, looking at his gun. Slick deadpans his brother. Damn, nigga, I was joking. That's enough killing for tonight. The blue-eyed hustler brings out a silver flask from his jacket pocket. Right as Ben snatches it. The killer downs it all with a healthy growl, all mixing well in his gut, along with his strange new fetish. We got the money, Negro. He'd have paid for his own way to hell. Dumb fucker. Oh, why wait 2 weeks? Listen, hold on. Let's do this thing fucking tonight. Benjamin laughs excitedly, watching Slick's eyes light up. The handsome Creole assassin looks around his crashed shack, a safe haven for when he wants to stay hidden. Every gun for hire has one, sometimes two. But leaving the table, the liquor rushing through his senses as the need to kill races through his heart, Benjamin looks to a black raincoat, a suit of the same color, as well as a pair of ducks. Considering this, he looks around the small shack. Ben has Ben has grown tired of it already. Time to move on. And the dead bodies outside in the mud, as well as the triple murder, well, that'll be just a ticket for its own onward. Thinking of another secret shack in another county, he feels there's nothing as he moves to his makeshift pauper's wardrobe, searching what he needs as his half brother watches excitedly. The elder blood brother makes his mind up just that fast. Slick is ready for blood as well, hands clenched, eyes blaze, heart pumping. So we gonna do this? He grins. Yeah, boy. And when it's done, we out here. Benjamin puts on a pair of wool slacks, struggling at first because of the drink. New Orleans needs all kind of talents, he mumbles. Soon the Creole is dressed. Coffee is brewing on a wooden burning stove nearby, and both men are ready to go down in infamy. Benjamin cracks the door open, looking out, making sure the coast is clear. In the comforting southern twilight, all the Creole sees is South Carolina swamp and grain. Slick grabs his gun as he chuckles to himself, almost humming. A trait his brother noticed a few years ago. When the hot-tempered man is ready to kill, he hums. Ironically enough, Amazing Grace. Out on the porch, Benjamin pulls his fedora down off his face. His trusty blade is hidden under his jacket pocket, newly cleaned and polished. In his shoulder holster is a pearl handle Saturday Night Special, a gift from his many lovers. The rugged handsome man looks to his partner. Slick's eyes are blazed under his pulled-down fedora as well. Both are ready to ride on.